What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys another market update. I wanted to go live tonight, but I don't think my schedule is going to allow for it, as I am currently at a wedding, but we did have a couple hours in between the ceremony and the reception, so I figured I would jump on here and give you guys a quick update on what's going on with Bitcoin. Crazy things going on, guys. We are coming down a little bit here. So I'm going to give you guys a quick update on Bitcoin, and then more importantly, I do want to give you guys a quick Ethereum update, as we do have a pretty big bearish sign showing up for Ethereum. So we're going to cover that. And guys, I do just want to shout you guys out. I am getting all the Twitter DMs saying happy birthday, so I appreciate all of you very, very much. Thank you so much. I get all the birthday wishes, and I will respond to you as soon as I can, but I just want to let you guys know I am seeing them, and I appreciate it. But without further ado, guys, let's jump into the charts and take a look at Bitcoin. So we're going to start off here. I'm not going to touch on the weekly too much. I think we know what's going on here, right? We have the blood diamond as we are continually coming down here just a little bit. I'm not going to spend too much time on this because I do cover it a lot on the channel. 6-day blood diamond, this is kind of old news, but you do see they do play out, right? And we are starting to break out of this bear flag to the downside. But let's zoom in a little bit. Let's come on down to the 2-day. Some things to look at here. You see this VWAP is below the zero line, big old VWAP, got rejected at that zero line, coming back up. We could get a crossover on the VWAP here, print that green dot. I think that could bring us up a little bit, but with the way the longer time frames are looking, such as the weekly and the 6-day, with those blood diamonds that can continue to play out, we might see something play out like this, where, you get that green dot. Maybe the 2-day brings you up a little bit, but at this point, it might bring you up to the top of this bear flag. You might reject right off of it again to come back down and test this golden pocket yet again, and possibly break through. But I did just want to point that out. 2-day VWAP about to, getting real close to that zero line. There is some bullish hopium there, hoping that, maybe it could bring us up a little bit. But to be honest, like I said, with the way the longer time frames are looking, I'm not getting my hopes up too much with this, but it is worth pointing out. Now, overall, things are actually not looking too good. If you look here at the daily chart here, we are currently not confirmed just yet. We do have about 3 hours left to confirm this, but we are back in the red with the money flow on the daily, right? So not the best look. I do think this could bring us down a little bit more. There is, there's a few bearish things popping up on Bitcoin here. So I do think, medium term, short to medium term, I think we can come down a little bit more. But money flow in the red, not confirmed. Got about 3 hours left to confirm that, but definitely not looking the best. Coming on down. 12-hour printing that red dot, right? Not confirmed yet. Still got about 3 hours left on this as well to confirm. But you got a red dot here as well. Could bring us down a little bit further. Now coming on down to, let's check this 6-hour, right? VWAP starting to curve off. Money flow is you did get this little trigger wave, guys. I tell you all the time, these little trigger waves with these red dots close to the zero line typically play out in a pretty big way. You get a nice drop here. Taking a look at the 4-hour back in the red, obviously not the best look, but we are still maintaining price above 38K, so that is somewhat of a good sign. Not setting any major lower lows here on the longer time frames. Coming on down to the 2-hour, right? Back in the red on the 2-hour, and then that 1-hour is has just crossed over, but you are printing a green dot right now. No bullish divergence here, but if you come on down to the lower time frames, you can see we are getting, just to zoom in on the price action a little bit here, we peaked out of that golden pocket yet again, printed a little bullish divergence here on the lower time frames. This is the 24-minute. You get the momentum waves coming up with price coming down. Got a nice little bump up here, holding the bottom of that golden pocket. So maybe we range around here a little bit. If we get that green dot on the 2-day, I think this could maybe bring us up a little bit more. But like I said, I do not have much hope for that. But now let's talk about, where price can go. And, not much has really changed. We do have 38K, right? Pretty strong psychological resistance or support underneath us. So if we break out, right, we would see at least some sort of bounce. In the more bearish case, maybe we come down, right, right? We bounce and then reject off the bottom of this golden pocket, and then finally break 38K to start working our way down towards this 786 fib level that we have down here at about $36,406. We have not come down to test this yet, luckily, but you know, we have a low here, we got a lower low here. Are we going to put a lower low again in right here? Would expect some sort of reaction off that 38K, but like I said, maybe you'll just bounce up, reject off that golden pocket, and break 38K to come down to the 786 fib level. Now, you might make some stops, right? It might not be a straight shot right down to 36.4. You know, you do have, you know, you've gotten some bounces in this area here, you know, around, I would say, you know, 37.5, 37.4 in this range right here, as you can see. Let me just draw a little line here. You know, we did hold this. We got a bounce here. We got a bounce right here. We got a bounce right here. And bear with me, guys. I am using a trackpad. I do not have a mouse with me right now, but you know, maybe you make a stop in that, you know, 37.5 area, maybe get a little bounce there before coming down to that 786 fib level. But with the way the longer time frames are working, I am thinking we will eventually work our way down to about 37K, and then eventually down to the 786 fib level at 36.4. So not too much has changed with our support, you know, and if we come up, I am thinking, you know, if we get that 2-day green dot, right, and that does wind up bringing us up a lot. Again, I said I don't have a lot of hope for it. Maybe we come over the golden pocket, get a bounce, and start to work our way up, but then we could possibly get rejected right off of this, the bottom of this bear flag, right? So we are essentially broken out of this bear flag at this point, but you know, it's not to say that we can't get back in there. But if we do get that, if we do get that 2-day green dot and it does wind up bringing us up, I would look for a rejection off of the bottom of that bear flag to possibly bring us down lower. Now, like I said, not much has changed. 36,406 is the next major support we have underneath us. Like I said, you know, we might get a little bounce at, you know, around 37.5, but you know, major support 36.4. But you guys have to remember, right? We had that weekly blood diamond. These things take time to play out. So I am thinking that weekly blood diamond could just be sitting there, you know, licking its chops with its mouth watering, ready to strike. So that is why I'm being very, very careful right now. I am expecting us to come down. You know, like I said, daily money flow back in the red. Not a great sign, right? We'll confirm in 3 hours. We'll have to see what happens, but just generally not looking too good in the short term. I do think we can come down a little bit more. But now, guys, let's move on to Ethereum, because we do have some stuff to look at for Ethereum, things that are not looking too good. I don't like being the bearer of bad news or the bear of bad news. But, you know, I'm here to give you guys, you know, I'm here to give you guys the sauce. I'm not here to give you guys sugar, right? I'm not sugarcoating anything. I'm just telling you what I see on the charts. But, you know, weekly is looking similar to Bitcoin, right? We are not in the red on the weekly, but we are working our way down, right? So looking very similar. We printed this red dot. We are coming down. No blood diamond on Ethereum on the weekly. However, coming on down here to the lower time frames, the 6-day has printed a red blood diamond right here. So if we come on back down to Bitcoin, right, and we take a look at, as you guys know, we did get a 6-day blood diamond on Bitcoin as well right here. And, you know, we've come down from there, right? So these do play out, and now we are seeing the same thing for Ethereum. Are we going to see it play out in the same way? I'm thinking it is likely, especially with the shape that, you know, Bitcoin is in on the weekly, being in the red with the money flow. Not a very good look. Ethereum also on the 6-day starting to cross over into the red right here. Right, so not the best look. I do think we could come down, and you know, I think it makes sense to come down from here, right? Again, not saying it's impossible to come back up to all-time highs with the extended cycle theory, right? I'm not saying it's impossible, but it would make a lot of sense to come down from here. If the blood diamond plays out on the weekly for Bitcoin and brings everything down and we get a major drop, it would make a lot of sense. And you know, I know we've seen a lot of different things happen in this cycle, but it would keep the 4-year cycle somewhat intact. So I do think it makes a lot of sense. I know we've seen a lot of different things in this cycle. You know, the market is maturing, so it's not surprising to me that we are seeing some different things play out. But right now, it's not looking too good. I think we can come down a little bit more. And you don't want to forget that, you know, on the weekly for Bitcoin, we are in the red with the money flow. Typically, when we see this happen, we get about a 50% drop. Now, I'm not expecting a full 50% drop, just because we never saw max euphoria in this cycle. So I don't know if we're going to see max pain. But if you guys watch the channel, you know, my general thoughts Worst case scenario, I do think we'll come down, test this golden pocket here at about 28K. But, you know, absolute worst case scenario, you know, you do have your 200 week moving average down here, which will continue to move up. Right now it's coming in at about 21. I would think that is absolute worst case, unless we get like a black swan event or something that could bring it possibly lower. But I am looking generally to the lower to mid 20s for the bottom. That is kind of what I'm thinking. If we get down there, we will reassess the situation, see what things look like. I do also, I'm very interested to see what happens if we come down to this golden pocket where we were at for the summer lows here at about 28K. I know that's probably going to be very, very, very strong support. So looking for very, very strong support at this level. And if we break that, I am thinking about, you know, maybe between, you know, the 200-day moving average. We'll have to see how high it comes up when we get there. But I would say between 25, 24, 22, something around there, mid to low 20s would be absolute worst case scenario for me without a black swan event. And then if you want to go ahead and measure that out at the current price, roughly, you know, if we come down to this golden pocket, that would be about 26% down, right? But I do think it would be more likely to maybe get a 35 to 40%. If we're not going to see that full 50% drop like we've seen in the past, you know, maybe 35 to 40% would be worst case scenario. That's kind of my thoughts right now with the way things look currently. And then just back to Ethereum real quick. Before I let you guys go here, just taking a look, right? 6-day blood diamond not looking the best. Let's go ahead and check out the daily, right? Daily money flow getting real close to that zero line. Also probably going to print a red dot here on the daily. So I do think we're going to be coming down in the near future. And then that money flow crossover into the red is not going to be the best look. Might not be a bad spot for me, not you, because this is not financial advice and you should not copycat trade people. But that red money flow crossover on the daily is probably going to bring us down a bit. So might be time when you get a little bit closer. We are pretty close right now, but might want to start looking for shorts if you guys are trading. And if you guys want to short Bitcoin or long Bitcoin with leverage, definitely check out my link in the description to sign up for Femex. You will get a deposit bonus, so you get a little extra money in your account, and you help your boy Frankie Candles out. Helps out the channel, so it's a win-win situation. So definitely check that out in the description below. But definitely not a good look. Now coming down, checking the 12-hour, right? Printing that red dot, very similar. And you got a yellow X on the 12-hour. Not a good look, guys. Be very careful with your longs. Even if you're getting those green dots down here, you want to pay attention to these yellow X's because they can push through those green dots. So definitely not a good look here. You know, you got the red dot on top of the yellow X. Let's check the 8-hour, right? You got a blood diamond on the 8-hour. This could continue to play out. 4-hour. You know, money flow coming down, not the best look, guys. It is looking a little bearish right now for the short term. There's going to be bounces, right? We're going to get bounces up. You're going to get some volatility. But for the most part, I am feeling a little bearish in the short to medium term. I do think we can come down. Bitcoin's not looking great, guys. With that 6-day blood diamond, it is not looking good for Ethereum. So be careful, guys. You know, I would be leaning on the short side, right? So be careful with your longs. Make sure you set your stop losses. And then one last thing, guys, let's take a look at the DXY, just checking in on this as we have broken our resistance, this trend line that we have rejected off of, guys. It is also, you know, another bearish puzzle piece here that we are getting a little bit of a breakout here on the DXY, right? You know, breaking out below this, above this trend line right here that we have rejected multiple times in the past. Not the best look for crypto. As you guys know, the DXY typically moves inverse of crypto. And then if we just come down to a lower time frame, see, you know, what's going. Yeah, we are starting to close candles above this trend line. Not very good. We could be seeing some more. Yeah, money flow just arcing straight up. You are getting the VWAP crossover on the daily for the DXY. So maybe you come back down. But if we stick this, resistance and flip it to support, this could mean there's going to be more upside for the DXY and more downside for Bitcoin. So guys, be very careful. And then just checking in on the SPY before I let you guys go. You know, we're at that support level coming down to the lower time frames. Yeah, yellow X on the 4-hour here, guys. Ugh, I hate to be that guy. It is not looking very good. If this yellow X plays out in a major way and we start coming lower with the SPY, not good. Guys, when you have the SPY coming down and you're getting yellow X's on the 4-hour and you're getting these bearish signals on the SPY and the DXY is taking off, it's not going to be good for Bitcoin. So it is what it is, guys. I'm just here to give you the news. Don't shoot the messenger. Again, I'm sorry I was not able to go live for you guys tonight. I really wanted to, but I had less time than I thought I would. But your boy Frankie Candles is not going to leave you guys hanging. I wanted to give you guys this market update, let you know what I'm thinking about the markets, and so you guys are not left in the dark. So there you go, guys. With all that being said, that's all I got. I'll see you guys on Monday. We're back to our regular schedule. Can't wait to get back to the studio and continue to crank out this content for you guys. And definitely check out our KuCoin video that we just dropped. Check it out. I show you guys all the different features of KuCoin. It's part 1 of a 3-part series, as KuCoin has tons of features and tons of things that it offers. So I broke it up into different parts, but definitely go check out that video if you guys are interested in starting to use KuCoin and take that next step in your crypto journey. That's all I got for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Frankie Candles out.
Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah, you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, ayy, on the road, here we go, yeah, we winning by a landslide.